Welcome to week 6 of Cozy Couch Yoga. Today we are working on our hips and we're going to actually even practice moving into boat pose from the couch. And I love boat pose on the couch because you can easily have support for your back, which makes it really easy to go into boat pose. But if that's not something that's normal for you, I'm going to talk you through it here today. So first, every time we start anything, we're going to take a few breaths in through the nose, fill the belly up big. Exhale, blow it all the way away, away, away. I like to do everything in 3s. And that's just bringing some intention. And even if you're kind of just breathing and watching TV or breathing and just being, like, you don't have to be so, like, shut your eyes and be so, like, for real about it. It could be chill. So from here, we're going to do lift the toes, spread the toes, press them into the ground. The big toes, press a lot. You want to look that your feet are parallel to each other and that even when we're doing this bend, looking at that pinky with our knee. Even seating, we want to feel that bend toward the pinky toe. And just like do it. It's good for you to practice that. It's helps support the knee. Like this muscle here is meant to help hold that knee in a better place so that when you're walking, squatting, moving, it is supported to hold you in your weight and what you're doing. So I always say, in the bend, the pinky toe is your friend. So here, leaning and just keep the spine nice and straight. Just lean, 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 forward, forward, forward. Spine nice and straight. Sit back up. Lean forward, forward. Press big toes, press big toes, press big toes. Keep spine nice and forward. I'm going really low because it's comfortable for me. Even here is good. Your spine is nice and straight. Pressing in big toes, big toes, big toes. Sit up nice and tall. We're just going to take one foot and cross it over the thigh. It sort of always reminds me of like a gentleman's seat. So now we have a little bit of an opening here. Here we're going to take this leg and just gently, just a little bit of like pressure pulse, like just gently. Pressing big toe to the ground. We're just gently, just leaning into that stretch. And then switch feet, do the same on the other side. No, it's not puppy yoga. It's busy. Again, pressing into the big toe. Just kind of leaning into that stretch. Keeping the spine nice and straight. Leaning forward a little. Stretching that hip. Switch back and do it again. Sitting up nice and tall, leaning forward. So good. Pressing the hip a little, pulsing the hip if you would. One more time. And this just sort of gently warms and wakens the space up, you know what I mean? And now we're going to start doing, taking turns one side at a time. So first you could just like open and close. Did you hear my knee pop? Yeah, go 45. Open and close, and I always like to stretch, point my toes and ankles, like make the whole thing wake up. Because, I mean, this is a very active pose. Sitting on the couch or not, it's a good thing. Keep the spine forward, lean, lean, lean. Notice my feet are a little wider. I'm opening my hips. Take the feet wider, feet still parallel. Spine nice and straight, lean in and in. Shake the head no, looking gently at the ground. Pressing into the big toes a lot. Spine straight, up, up, up. Look up at the chin, do a little rainbow, do a little pendulum, do a little oh no. Sit up nice and tall, lean in one more time. Pressing into the big toes a lot, a lot, a lot. You can bring your hands down to the ground if that feels better. Sort of surrender the head. If it feels more juicy to let it hold, pushing into the big toes, do that. Relax the jaw, relax the face. Press the big toes, sit up, 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 up. Shake the head no. And now we're going to sort of sit back to the couch support. So I'm at a strange space in my couch today, so I'm just going to put these pillows here so the crown molding doesn't break my brains. Thanks for understanding. And then I'm going to just sit back, back, back. So my bum is all the way back. So here's, this is my life. Maybe your feet still touch. Doesn't really matter. My legs, my back, all this is very supported. I'm even lounging, you could say. From here, we're going to practice opening one hip at a time. If you can just do like this, it's okay. It doesn't have to be. But just start warming it up and start to bring this foot in as much as you can. And you can just do this while you're watching the show, while your honey's making dinner and you're yelling from the other room. and then sit back up, and we're gonna work on doing this. Now maybe it's just this, maybe it's this, maybe it's this, you know, but just work on this. And then from here, we're gonna work on this. Open one side, bring it back down. Again, I have support. I'm trying to keep my spine straight in my mind, but I also am sitting on comfy cushies, so my back is really supported. And I'm just gonna take and go open and close. Only do as much as feels good for you. If this is too much, you could try this. If open is hard, you could try first in front, and then open into the side. Whatever you try on one side, try to do it both on both sides. Whenever I'm stretching and extending, I always want to bring in the ankles and the toes too. And now I'm just going to sit and sort of do this little pulse, even if it's here, just a little switching legs if they're overlapping each other. I've slouched a little, so I'm just going to readjust. And my bum's closer to the back of the couch. My back is supported, my upper back, like shoulder blades, you know. And then I'm just going to reach again. And even if this is too far on your foot, you can use your arms and do like this. This is actually a little harder this way, so you might want to grab it, get them meats. We're scooch down a little bit more, and then you can start to practice. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then back down, down, down to the, try to keep your spine straight. Sit back again. I'm gonna use, like you can use the inner parts of your pants legs. 1, 2. Pants legs are great for this. Don't use your best pants. Back down, down, down. Or down, down, down. Let's do this way. 1, 2. And then really push it. Stretch your feet here. Even if you're here. Bring it down, 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 sit up. Each time you do it, you'll feel your core getting tighter, tighter, and your hips getting opener and opener. And you can kind of just sit there and just practice, you know. And then what's really fun, I want to keep it PG for the camera, you know, but you can slouch even more and start playing with feet touching the wall or the back of the couch. That's like my favorite next level thing. Let me know how far you get with couch yoga boat pose. See you next week.